Thank you all for coming back for more of this. Well, probably not more of the same. Some of these are going to be old. I'm going to start with this one. And I have to preface this with everybody that doesn't know, most of you know, I'm really, really happy. Everything's fine now. I'll say that before I play this. All right? I miss my front porch, I miss my backyard, I miss my oak tree, I miss my old heart, I miss the soft light spilling down the hall, but most of all, I miss you loving me. I miss the fireplace on a winter's night. I miss the feeling that all the world is right. I miss the future and all that it might be. But most of all, I miss you loving me. It's a lot that you have asked of me, to say goodbye to everything. They say the heart knows what it needs. I know that's true of mine. I miss the promise growing old with you. I miss 1,000 things that we will never do. I miss the happy man that I used to be. The most of all, I miss you loving me. Of me to say goodbye to everything. They say the heart knows what it needs. I know that's true of mine. I miss the pictures hanging on the wall. I miss the kitchen, hell, I miss it all. I'm letting go, but it is killing me. 'Cause most of all, I miss you loving me. This letting go is slowly killing me. 'Cause most of all, I miss you loving me. Actually, Karen wanted to hear this. So this is really old. And the references, I'm sure these shows are off the air by now, but second verse is only for people over 50. Well, a lot of folks might say that I'm a bum, they may be right, 'cause I smoke a bowl for breakfast and get drunk most every night. And I still have dirty dishes, though the washer works alright. Yeah, it works alright. Well, a lady won 5,000 on the pyramid today, and old Phoebe Tyler's still the bitch that she was yesterday. And Mario Corelli, well, he's really Marco Day. Well, my socks don't match up anymore. I wonder where they go. And my plants think they're in desert soil and gave up long ago. And my Levi's stand up by themselves, walking 3 days in a row. Whoa. Though you don't understand me, I'm not asking that you do, but still you wonder why I live this life that's much too slow for you. Well, let's see who has an ulcer at the age of 32. I bet it's you. Boy, that's...
It's on tape now.
I know. Here's what, no, I need to do this. I've got this one recorded, but this one's on the Lakewood one. This is the one I was telling you about that has the chord progressions that's so screwed up I can't assign numbers to the chords. I think that's a 1, and then no, that couldn't be a flat set. Doesn't make any sense, but it sounds good. Full moon rises and paints the sea silver blue. He begins to hum a Caribbean tune. He looks into her eyes and says it all with just one sigh. It's so hard to say goodbye to this paradise and the island life. She would trade it all for a single reason why. He asked her once again to come along with him and leave her home behind. But she knows too well that paradise is hard to find. Seaplane rises and fades away into the sun. She turns and walks along the beach alone. And now this tiny island no longer feels like home at all. tears began to fall. This island life is no longer paradise. She had it all, but she threw it all aside. How could she have failed to see home is where the heart can beat as one? With another, yeah, paradise is hard to find. Seabreeze dances and brings an unexpected chill. With every day her heart grows colder still. There are no second chances. She gave up hoping long ago, but tonight it feels as though he's by her side. Must be the silver light of the quarter moon, playing tricks upon her eyes. A long ago forgotten tune breaks the silence in the room, and there in the doorway he walks into the light. They hold each other tight, and once again it's paradise. All I know, it's in the key of G. Confuses me. Your talk of circle of fifths confuses me. That's a frozen caveman lawyer. So I got to tell you a joke. This is like the best joke I've heard in a year.
Better than the one you told her?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, good.
Longer, but better. There's two Jewish merchants walking down the street, and they run into each other. Hey, how's it going? How are things? And one of them says, not so good. What's the matter? And the other guy says, well, I sent my son to the Holy Land to broaden his spiritual thing. He graduated, and I sent him over there, and he came back a Christian. And the other Jewish merchant said, it's funny you should say that, because about a year ago, I, too, sent my son after graduation to the Holy Land. He, too, came back a Christian. We've got to talk to the rabbi. So they go talk to the rabbi. And they tell the rabbi the story. And the rabbi says, funny you should mention that, because about 5 years ago, my son was going to be a cantor. And I sent him to the Holy Land. He came back a Christian. And I said, well, we got to talk to God. So the rabbi calls God, says, God, got this problem. It's happening, apparently not just to me. Explain the whole thing. God says, funny you should mention that. Isn't that a good joke? I think that's classic. I had come to the end of my rope with my problems, so we went out walking, my troubles and I. And in a downtown back alley, I met an old man with nothing but holes in his shoes and a smile in his eyes. He said, son, what's your trouble? You look like you're dying. I began to walk past, then I turned to ask why. That a man who had nothing but the clothes he was wearing would look at the world through a wealthy man's eyes. And he said, son, I just don't see, the glass is half empty, the sun's gotta set if you want it to rise. And I rejoice in the fact that the thorn bush has roses, and I look for the patches of blue in the sky. I sat down beside him. We talked of the places and the people that he'd known as the hours slid by. And my troubles flowed out of my soul like a river. When I stood to leave, he looked into my eyes. He said, son, don't forget you can see what you want to. He gave me a smile as I turned to go. But when I looked back to thank him, that alley was empty, except for the echo of the words that he spoke. He said, son, don't be thinking the glass is half empty, the sun's gotta set if you want it to rise. And I rejoice in the fact that the thorn bush has roses, and look for the patches of blue in the sky. He said, son, don't be thinking the glass is half empty, the sun's gotta set if you want it to rise. Just rejoice in the fact that the thorn bush has roses, and look for the patches of blue in the sky. Thank you. Thanks.
I have a request.
Okay.
No.
Yeah.
I've heard the S, but I've never heard the H. I want to hear the H.
Want to hear H?
I want to hear H for.
Oh, I get it. I get it. Alphabetically speaking, she's okay.
Tell them about the CD.
Well, okay. What she's talking about is the kids album that I did. It's called Alpha Songs. And then what I did as a kindergarten teacher, there wasn't anything out there to teach with musically, and that's how I sort of planned to teach when I was fresh out of college, mid-30s, to do this, and I thought, I'll teach with guitar, like Raffi walking onto campus, and it works really well, but there wasn't anything out there to teach phonetics, and so I wrote these songs, and it was a long process, but they're really fun. And H, I don't do H very often. It's a little bluesy, gotta warn you.
Okay,
Kind of
cool.
bluesy.
Is the CD here for sale?
Well, of course, it's available. It's available on a coffee table near you. It's always available in a trunk near you, usually, if I'm anywhere near. Give him just a little bit. First one's free.
Yep.
I had quite a bit of trouble with the sound of letter H. Its name would make me think that it said ch or maybe a. So I was looking forward to the lesson that day. I was finally gonna learn the sound that was made by letter H. But my mom forgot to wake me. I got up a little late, and I missed the bus to school. Had to run the whole way. I'll never forget what the teacher had to say when I busted in the classroom that late morning day. Imagine selling this, actively trying to sell this to 5-year-olds. And yet, I've sold thousands. Well, the teacher put a star up on the board beside my name. She said that I had taught the class the sound of letter H. When you're out of breath from running, it gets easier to say. When you're huffing and a puffing, that's the sound of letter H. When you're huffing and you're puffing, that's the sound of letter H. That was pretty simple. Breathe. Most people do that. They're not even aware they're making the H sound. Some of them making a real loud H sound. They're not aware of it. All right. So what other? Can I get an S? Yeah. Sing along. In a sleepy southern suburb lived a snake named Samuel South, with his 7 serpent sisters in a 7-story house. And the house was something special. For a snake it was the best. Samuel South himself designed it in the shape of letter S. Now Samuel and his sisters, they were suited to their home. Since they themselves were S-shaped, they could slither, they could roam up and down the S-shaped staircase, past the kitchen's curvy walls, to the squiggly S-shaped bedrooms, down the squiggly S-shaped halls. And on Saturdays and Sundays, when their supper time was done, they all would gather round the fire and sing this song. Here we go. Saw it coming, didn't you? Again, I mark it to 5-year-olds. For this particular CD, anyway. Well, the neighbors were complaining, 'cause they soon got pretty tired of the song the snakes were singing weekend nights around the fire. But a snake can only make one sound, the sound of letter. So when Samuel and his sisters sing, it always sounds like this. Here we go. Splendid. Well, the neighbors sold their houses and a bunch more snakes moved in. And now Samuel and his sisters have a bunch of S-shaped friends. And on Saturdays and Sundays, if you listen, you can hear Samuel singing with his sisters and his neighbors far and near. Last time. Mary outside. All right. So now you're 2 letters smarter than you were before.
My name's Dennis. Can I hear the
Well, the only thing to do with a hole is to either dig it deeper or get out of it. So I'm digging. I recall the day I left. You said I should not go. You said you didn't think that I could get you off of my mind. Now I find I'm tired of running, got no ties, but it's becoming clear to me there ain't no fun in living alone. I wanna come home. I want someone to hold me. I wanna come home. I wish someone had told me the freedom ain't the good life it's cracked up to be. I wanna come home, sweet home. I wanna come home. Love is earned through sacrifice, but give and take is something I'm a stranger to, largely due to the fact I've never tried. Now I know the cost of freedom, there can't be no in between. I'm here to say that the grass ain't greener on the other side. I wanna come home. I want someone to hold me. I wanna come home. I wish someone had told me the freedom ain't the good life it's cracked up to be. I wanna come home, sweet home. I wanna come home. Lessons learned, but now I find that the bridges burn for yours and mine. I never thought that I would wind up living alone. I wanna come home. I want someone to hold me. I wanna come home. I wish someone had told me the freedom ain't the good life it's cracked up to be. I wanna come home, sweet home. I wanna come home. I want someone to hold me. I wanna come home. I wish someone had told me freedom ain't the good life it's cracked up to be. I wanna come home, sweet home. I wanna come home. breaks. That's fun. That's fun.
Nice wavy body.
Yeah. Yeah, someday that's going to come back to haunt me. But I worry more about the tellies. They're bolted on. You know. What was I going to do? Oh, I know what. It's for Alan and Nick. Seems like only days when half asleep I hear you come awake and cry, and stumbling to your room I'd find the table light, and you might need a change or just the company, and I would be there singing Daddy loves you, and I see you grow with every passing day. I can see it in your eyes and in the things you say, and the way I fill with pride with every victory makes me want to shout, your daddy loves you. And I hold these times so dear. You return my hugs and kisses, never thinking maybe this is something boys don't do. For the time will come, I fear, when shaking hands replaces loving father-son embraces, 'cause that's what grown men do. But Daddy loves you. Though each act of independence carries you away, I guess nature wouldn't have it any other way. For a father's greatest gift is in the letting go, while he softly cries, your daddy loves you. And I hold these times so dear, in your unrestrained affection I can see my own reflection in your smiling eyes. For the time will come, I fear, when shaking hands replaces loving father-son embraces, 'cause that's what grown men do. But Daddy loves you. Though each act of independence carries you away, I guess nature wouldn't have it any other way. For a father's greatest gift is in the letting go, while he softly cries, your daddy loves you. Thank you. This one's called Love Me or Leave Me. Love me or leave me ain't good. You're here, you're gone. You come, you go, you stay, you leave. It's getting so, I think I finally had enough. So either love me or leave this up and down, this on and off, this lost and found is finally more than I can take. So either love me or leave me. I'm tired of being strung along. The way you treat my heart is wrong. This may well be my final song I ever write for you. It's time for you to take a stand. So ante up or fold your hand this time. I'm gonna call your bluff, so either love me, either love me or leave me alone. I'm tired of being strung along. The way you treat my heart is wrong. This may well be my final song I ever write for you. So tell me now you're here to stay, or saddle up and ride away. 'Cause frankly I don't give a damn. So either love me or leave me. Either love me or leave me alone. Almost missed that. That was a close one. I always worry about that one. It's like at the end of that James Taylor song, that you can close your eyes. If you get the wrong fret, you are so screwed on that lick. Last lick of the song too. It's like, yeah, I liked it up to the very end. What else what did we talk about? What did I promise to somebody?
Yeah, Dennis.
Oh, that's a good idea. I haven't got a recording of that. Let me do that.
Which one?
And I'll record it. Yeah, this is called She's Charging Me Interest.
Good idea.
Close.
Oh,
Well.
that one.
My baby understands if I go drinking, or if I need a little time alone. And if I want to watch a ball game, she will let me. But I have to make it up when I get home. Those luxuries, they soon come back to haunt me. For every hour I spend on me, I owe her 10. She gets me pulling weeds, doing laundry. In this game of give and take, she always wins. She's charging me interest on her loving. She compounds it daily. I can't seem to get caught up. She's charging me interest on affairs as if I'd had them. And I'm losing interest in her love. Now I know that she trusts me to be faithful. Lord knows I've never strayed, and that's a fact. But if I go out on the town, well, I swear she writes it down, 'cause she always remembers, and I have to pay her back. She's charging me interest on her loving. She compounds it daily, I can't seem to get caught up. She's charging me interest like she gave that rib to Adam, and I'm losing interest in her love. She's charging me interest on her loving. She compounds it daily, I can't seem to get caught up. She's charging me interest like a goddamn Visa Platinum, and I'm losing interest in her love. Yeah, I'm losing interest in her love. Not as wholesome as you thought it was. Well, the first one, Goodbye Old Friend, is one that ended up, it started out like a real one-dimensional, personal loss kind of thing, and then it ended up being appropriate for other things. I've played it too many times at a gravesite in the last year. The river winds its path along the hills outside my window, and the sunset paints an orange sky for me, and a steady breeze is blowing, and the neighbors come and go, and I'm the only one who's not where I should be. It feels a bit unnatural to be falling down this canyon while everything around me rolls along. You would think the world would notice devastation of this nature, but I'm the only one who knows you're gone. Goodbye, goodbye, old friend. Goodbye, goodbye, old soul. I know that I'm the one who needs to let go, and I know that I will miss you every day until the end. Goodbye, goodbye, old friend. Time that we spend loving is rarely ever wasted, so I find it hard to look back with remorse. But a loss is still a loss, and it comes at such a cost that it makes me fear tomorrow like I'd never had before. Goodbye, goodbye, old friend. Goodbye, goodbye, old soul. I know that I'm the one who has to let go, and I know that I will miss you every day until the end. Goodbye, goodbye, old friend. I know that I'm the one who needs to let go, and I know that I will miss you every day until the end. Goodbye, goodbye, old friend. Goodbye, goodbye, old friend. Thanks so much. This has been probably the most fun I've had playing in a while. And man, you're a good writer. God. This new batch of songs is just amazing. So I have to do you this song about my dad because it's just, I don't know, this is a dad song. I was raised by good example. I was shown instead of told how a life well lived can change the world in ways we never know. How we handle one another is the measure of our worth, and it just may be the reason we were put here on this earth. So I'll settle for a life well lived. I'll settle for a job well done. I'll settle for the things my family needs and some time for a little fun. I'd rather have 1,000 friends than dollars when at last my race is run. I'll settle for a life well lived. I'll settle for a job well done. For a child who grows up knowing that his father is a man who improves the lives of others in every way he can, there is no greater lesson, no gift that can compare, than to see firsthand a life well lived and the fruit that it can bear. So I'll settle for a life well lived. I'll settle for a job well done. I'll settle for the things my family needs and some time for a little fun. I'd rather have 1,000 friends than dollars when at last my race is run. I'll settle for a life well lived. I'll settle for a job well done. I'll settle for a life well lived. I'll settle for a job well done. I'll try to be a father with an open heart who loves his son. That's how I hope I am remembered when at last my race is run, as one who chose a life well lived and a job well done. Thank you. Thank y'all so much. It was a whole lot of fun.